All right, let's get practicing in QuickBooks Online. Grab the link below in the description so that you can follow along. All right, here we are in the QBO Gym. And the QBO Gym is a place where we have numerous exercises that simulate real life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. Every single month, we come out with new exercises for you to practice and complete, and we break it down for you into 4 different sections. So today, we are going to be working in the December cardio section. At the top here is a little animated video to give you a synopsis of what's going on in Craig's world this month. He is our fictitious business owner. Further down is an interactive quiz to test your knowledge as it relates to the video up above. Below that, we have all of the exercises within this section. And then at the bottom here, after you have completed all of the exercises, we have some sample prompt posts that you can post on LinkedIn in order to share with everybody what you have learned so far. So let's go ahead and dive right into today's exercise where we are going to practice importing batch invoices. Go ahead and click on that link, and when you do, the exercise will appear. I have it over here pulled up on the right-hand side, so let's get started. So today's scenario is that the next thing that we will do is import Jerry's outstanding invoices into Craig's QBO account. Jerry put these into a CSV file for you to upload. To complete this exercise, you will need to grab a copy of Jerry's batch invoice. Click on the link beneath the animated cardio video in the QBO Gym to grab a copy, as we'll use it for this exercise. So go back up to the top here in the gym. Here's that animated video. Below is a button that says batch invoice. Go ahead and click on that, and when you do, you will get an download for you. So let's dive into the exercise. You will need to be in the same session of the advanced sample company from the previous exercise. Now, if you have not completed that exercise yet, go ahead and click on the link on the top right corner of the screen. That'll take you to that exercise, complete that one, and then come back to this one. So the key tool that is going to make things easier with this process is batch transactions. Now we've already seen how we can use this spreadsheet type format to quickly enter multiple transactions at once. A batch transaction tool allows you to import transactions as well. And while you can import invoices with the other versions, the process is slightly different, and only QBO Advanced allows you to import other transaction types such as sales receipts, expenses, etc. So to get started with this, we need to click on the plus new button and then click on batch transactions. So here I am in the advanced sample company. This is the last page that I left off of from the previous exercise. Over here on the left-hand side is that plus new button. Click on that, and when you do, in the other column, you're going to select batch transactions. Now, when this pulls up, you will see that invoices is already selected as the transaction type, so we don't need to change that. That is this right here. What we want to do instead is click on the import CSV, which is this one right here. Go ahead and click on that button and you will see this appear for you. Now, in a real life scenario, you may want to download the sample file, which is found right here, so that you can see how to correctly format your data. This will ensure that your fields are mapping or matching during the import. It'll just make things a lot smoother for you. So for this exercise, the file that we have provided is already formatted correctly. So let's go find it by clicking on Browse. And then you need to navigate on your computer to find the CSV file, there we go, to find it and download it. So it should say sample invoice import is the name of the file. Go ahead and click on it when you find it and then click on open, and you'll see that it appears here for you. Now, note that the import process allows you to add new customers to QBO. This is another thing that is handy when adding Jerry's business records. So we want to click on that checkbox next to add all new customers to QuickBooks. So basically what this is saying that Jerry has a bunch of customers that he, are on these invoices that we are importing right now. And so by clicking on this checkbox, it's going to streamline the process because it's going to add those customers directly directly into Craig's QBO account. So it just makes things a lot easier overall. Go ahead and click on the green Next button. Now, in a real life scenario, the next screen would give you the opportunity to map the fields or match the fields in the file to fields in QBO. In our example, however, they are all being mapped correctly. So you can see right here, these are the QuickBooks fields that are showing. These are the column headers in our CSV file that we just imported. As you can see, we have it already set so that they would easily map because we use the column headers that are also the fields in QBO. That's why having the sample file downloaded ahead of time can really help and save you some time. But if you needed to make adjustments for whatever reason, you would just click on the down arrow and find the one in your file to match whatever the custom field is. If it's not pulling up anything, you can always do click into that field and make sure that it maps to the one that you want on QuickBooks. So this one is all formatted correctly. Scroll to the bottom. We're just going to go ahead and click on Next. And when we do that, you can see all of the data that will be imported into QBO. You can see it all right here. Note that for our exercise, we have already made sure that the products and services in Jerry's files match the products and services already in Craig's QBO account. In a real life scenario, though, this is another thing that you would really want to check to make sure that these, what Craig would use in his is matching what Jerry is going to be importing. And it's because when you're running reports, you want to see all of the exact same product services on those reports. If they're all different names, it's going to make it more confusing, and it's not exactly going to help you when you're pulling up those reports. So this is all good to go. All we need to do is click Save. So click on the white Save button down here. And when we do, we're going to see that it has created 2 invoices for us, which is great. Everything imported correctly. Go ahead and click on the green OK button. And now let's take a look at the invoices that were imported. From the left navigation bar, we're going to hover over sales and then click on invoices. So over here, you see this sales, hover over that and then go ahead and click on invoices. And here we're going to see the invoices that were listed have been assigned to the next invoice line. So the ones that we are looking for are Chris Smith. Here they are. These are the ones, these are all paid, but all the ones that are due are going to show up first. So you're going to scroll down to where all the ones that are due still, you can see that the one for Chris Smith and Karuna, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I know I'm going to mess it up. But the 2 that we have imported are showing up right here. So everything is looking great. And that is how you would batch import invoices. And if you have any questions or want to know more about the QBO Gym, just go ahead and click on the link below in the description. Be sure to leave this session of the Advanced Sample Company open, as you will need it for the next exercise in the cardio section, where we practice batch modifying transactions. And I will see you in